Title: Putin to Lukashenko, Ukraine's counterblow? A swing and a miss. TL::DR, in a bromantic rendezvous, Putin spills to Lukashenko that Ukraine's countermove didn't quite hit the mark. Outshore strategy. Disclaimer: this article does not make any recommendations or express the views of Turned Up News. It's all about the facts, served with a side of sass. While many of us were busy watching our favorite shows, binging on popcorn, and diving into the latest TikTok trends, two leaders were having a heart-to-heart. Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Belarusian counterpart Alexander Lukashenko cozied up to discuss, among other things, Ukraine's recent counter-offensive moves. And if we're to believe Putin, it seems Ukraine might have shot its shot. And missed. Now, before we go all OMG, let's dive a bit deeper, shall we? Lukashenko, chilling in Moscow, did they have tea or vodka? Was all ears when Putin dropped the bomb that Ukraine's attempt to swing back had, in his eyes, belly flopped? Was he merely flexing, or is there something we're not seeing on our news feeds? Sure, Ukraine's counter-offensive was high stakes. I mean, who doesn't like a good comeback story? Remember when everyone thought bell-bottom jeans were a thing of the past, and now they're strutting down every boulevard? But this is no fashion trend. The dynamics between these nations is, to put it lightly, complicated. We can't help but wonder, was this whole thing a tactical miss on Ukraine's part, or is Putin's claim just another move in this high-stakes geopolitical chess match? The suspense is real, folks. However, let's not forget our main duo here, Putin and Lukashenko. This meeting wasn't just about Ukraine's counteroffensive. The two also discussed their useful partnership. And what exactly does useful entail? Free trade? Mutual support? A monthly book club? We're left scratching our heads here. In a world where every action, statement, or let's face it, tweet can shape international dynamics, these power moves and strategic chats between leaders are more than just political gossip. They shape our world, influence economies, and, yes, determine which country gets to wear the geopolitical bell-bottom jeans of the moment. On a relatable note, have you ever tried telling your BFF that their recent move in a love triangle didn't quite pan out? That's kinda what Putin did, just on a global scale with higher stakes and probably fewer emojis. To wrap things up, we've got to ask, if Ukraine's counter-offensive truly flopped, what's their next move? And as for Putin and Lukashenko's bromance, just how far will this useful partnership go? Now over to you, dear readers, in this global dance of diplomacy and strategy, what do you think is the next step for these nations? And more importantly, who gets to lead?